Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Gonna do a update on the UFC fight night from last night, my picks on DraftKings, and how I almost had, I went 5 out of 6 last night on my picks. I mean, here's the thing, like I mentioned before on DraftKings, you cannot only take the safe bets. You are required to round out your lineup. You are required to bet on the underdogs, right? And that's why I kind of like DraftKings. So there's a combination of making the right calls and knowing when to gamble, right? So as you guys see there, first place yesterday, congratulations. This gentleman won $13,333.33 on a $15 bet. And he won, his lineup got a total of 630 points when it was all said and done. My lineup got 482 points. So this is probably the best I've ever done on a DraftKings lineup for a UFC event. And I did that with 5 out of my 6 picks winning. And I believe 3 out of 5 actually finished the fight. And I didn't really watch any of this event, or I watched the Chiesa and Dos Anjos fight and the Dos Santos and Curtis Blades fight. And the main event 2 weeks in a row I was dead wrong about. So, but I guess I'll explain why I felt confident in my Blades pick for this event, or for my Dos Santos versus Blades pick, because Blades has good wrestling, but Dos Santos has been in there against, good grapplers before. I definitely didn't expect Blades to catch Dos Santos and then pound him out for the TKO. I wouldn't have expected that, but it was a good win. I just figured with the amount of experience that Dos Santos had, that he wouldn't be overwhelmed by Blades and would be able to at least grind him out for it was a 5-round main event. So I figured if it got into the later rounds, it was all Dos Santos. Clearly I was wrong. So, yeah. And so on these picks, I believe Dos Santos was the underdog on DraftKings. The Hill versus Stosic fight, Hill was the favorite. Johns was the favorite. Perez was the favorite. Amanda Hill versus Seifers was the underdog, and Chiesa versus Dos Anjos, I believe Chiesa was the underdog. I could be wrong on that one though, but I went 5 out of 6, and I managed to win all of $10, which is the first time I've ever been in the money on DraftKings. So I finished out rankings wise 482 out of 9,800 players. Again, first time in the money, and really, I mean, I would have had to adjust I didn't really feel like adjusting any of my picks because I was confident about Dos Santos. So hopefully for the next UFC, I actually pick the main event winner, because 5 out of 6 ain't bad. I'd rather have 6 out of 6. But even though I took a look at all the rankings, even if my pick would have won Dos Santos and would have won 100 points, that still would have only been enough for like $100 for a $100 prize. So, but still, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It makes it way more interesting. And yeah, just it's super fun. For me, it's fun with DraftKings because of the fact that you can't just round out a parlay with safe bets. But still, like, let's imagine I didn't bet on Lyne for this event, but let's imagine I went 6 out of 6 with Dos Santos winning. That could, on a $15 bet, that could have been worth, $1,500 maybe. I don't know. I didn't take a look. But that's too big of a fucking parlay. So if I do another parlay in the future, it'll be a 4 or 5 parlay. My buddy who used to drive in Chicago, he drives in Houston now. He won $40 on a $10 parlay, but he picked all undercard fighters. So, but the one thing I'm noticing for DraftKings is a lot of the people that are winning are hitting their lineups aren't all on the, you know, on the main card. A lot of them are under and preliminary card fights. So maybe next time I'll do 2 different picks, 2 different lineups. One for the main event and another preliminary fight, and another one with all preliminary fights. You know, I'm still playing around with this. I just think it's fun. I like to be able to pat myself on the back saying, yeah, I went 4 out of 6. I went 5 out of 6. I'd love to be able to show you guys I went 6 out of 6. So, because I love talking about mixed martial arts. It's my favorite sport. And I wouldn't mind committing more time to social media talking about mixed martial arts and the money you could win. So, yeah, this is my first time. I think this is the 6th time I've bet on DraftKings, but the first time I've actually been in the money. And last week I would have been in the money if not for McGregor, but this week I still, even with my main event slot losing, I still managed to win a little bit of money. So I'm gonna keep that in there and then just roll it over into the next event. So yeah, you know, I wish I could talk to the people that actually win these things. Ask them, like, oh, what was your logic with these picks? Like, how did you feel when you realized you were in the money for that amount with that points? You know, I think that'd be really interesting. But maybe one of these days I can, you know, take that #1 spot, because that's fucking amazing for the guy that won Eyebolt. Guys, he picked the right lineup and he was #1 out of 9,800 people. That is awesome. Happy for that guy. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. Yeah, I don't think there's another UFC event for a little while. When's the next UFC event? UFC 247. John Jones versus Dominic Reyes. Man, who are you guys gonna bet on that one? Oh, fuck. All right, I'm definitely doing 2 different parlay or 2 different DraftKings for that one. You know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go ahead and make one lineup with Dominic. I'm gonna make another lineup with John Jones, and that'll be fun. The rest of these fighters I don't even recognize. I recognize Derek Lewis. That should be a fun fight. Man, the only fights I can confidently bet on here would be Jones and Shevchenko. I don't want Caitlin Hooligan. I'm not betting on her. No. All right, guys, that's all I got for this one. Yeah, let me know what I should be, if I should change up my approach for my next lineups on DraftKings. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. All right, guys, everyone, stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.